gaming is evolving faster than ever. From Nintendo's long-awaited Switch 2 reveal to shocking esports scandals, artificial intelligence reshaping gameplay, and the explosive rise of VR, today we dive into the stories that define the future of gaming. Stay tuned as we explore each trend in depth, connecting the dots between technology, culture, and community. Nintendo has finally lifted the curtain on the Switch 2. Rumors of upgraded hardware have circulated for years, but now fans are seeing concrete details. The new console promises a brighter OLED display, enhanced performance with custom chips, and backward compatibility with existing Switch titles. Gamers worldwide are buzzing about potential launch titles, from Mario to Zelda, and how this device could redefine handheld gaming once again. The hype is real, and anticipation is building toward release day. Beyond the reveal, the specs themselves are sparking debate. Some fans celebrate the leap in graphics and smoother frame rates, while others question whether Nintendo can compete with PlayStation and Xbox in raw power. Yet history shows Nintendo thrives by innovating gameplay experiences rather than chasing specs. Community forums are flooded with excitement, memes, and speculation about pricing, accessories, and online features. The Switch 2 is already shaping up to be a cultural moment. While hardware dominates headlines, esports is facing turbulence. Recent scandals involving match-fixing, player bans, and controversial sponsorships have shaken trust in competitive gaming. Fans are divided. Some demand stricter regulations, while others argue drama fuels attention and growth. Esports organizations are scrambling to rebuild credibility. But the controversies highlight how massive the industry has become, with millions of dollars and reputations on the line. The esports community is vocal. Social media explodes with hashtags calling for transparency, while streamers dissect every detail live. Sponsors reconsider deals, and fans debate whether competitive gaming can maintain integrity. Yet despite the drama, viewership numbers remain strong, proving that esports has cemented itself as mainstream entertainment. The scandals may tarnish reputations, but they also spotlight the need for professional standards in gaming. Artificial intelligence is no longer science fiction. It's reshaping gameplay today. Developers are using AI to create smarter NPCs, dynamic storylines, and adaptive difficulty that responds to player skill. AI also powers anti-cheat systems, ensuring fair play in online matches. For creators, AI tools generate art, voiceovers, and even entire game levels, accelerating production. The line between human creativity and machine assistance is blurring, and gamers are experiencing worlds more immersive than ever. But AI in gaming isn't without controversy. Some worry automation could replace human jobs in development, while others fear AI-driven microtransactions manipulating players. Still, the potential is undeniable. Imagine games that learn your playstyle, evolve with your decisions, and surprise you every session. AI is becoming the invisible co-pilot of gaming, and its role will only expand in the years ahead. Virtual reality is surging again, led by Meta Quest 3 and other headsets. VR titles are more polished, affordable, and accessible than ever. From fitness apps to immersive RPGs, players are stepping into worlds that feel tangible. The VR boom is global, with communities forming around shared experiences, whether exploring fantasy realms or attending virtual concerts. The promise of VR is finally catching mainstream attention. Yet challenges remain. Motion sickness, hardware costs, and limited AA titles still hold VR back from universal adoption. Developers are working to solve these issues, experimenting with new locomotion systems and cross-platform integration. Despite hurdles, VR is carving its place in gaming culture, offering experiences traditional consoles can't match. The explosion of VR content signals a future where immersion is the norm. Together, these four stories, Switch 2, esports scandals, AI innovation, and VR growth, paint a picture of gaming's next era. Hardware evolution, competitive integrity, technological disruption, and immersive experiences are converging. Gamers worldwide are not just playing. They're participating in a cultural shift that blends entertainment, technology, and global community. Gaming is no longer confined to screens. It's becoming a living, evolving ecosystem. As we move forward, expect more surprises, more drama, and more innovation. Stay tuned for our next deep dive into the viral stories shaping tomorrow's digital world. Subscribe now, and let's explore the future of gaming together. Esports has exploded into mainstream entertainment, with millions of fans tuning in to watch competitive matches across games like League of Legends, Counter-Strike, and Valorant. But with fame and fortune comes controversy. Today we dive into the scandals shaking the esports world, from match fixing and player bans to sponsorship disputes and community backlash. These stories reveal both the power and fragility of competitive gaming. One of the most damaging scandals involves match fixing. Reports have surfaced of players deliberately throwing games for financial gain, undermining the integrity of tournaments. Fans feel betrayed, questioning whether the matches they watch are truly competitive. Organizations scramble to investigate, but the shadow of corruption lingers over the scene. Beyond match fixing, player bans have rocked esports. High-profile competitors have been suspended for cheating, toxic behavior, or violating contracts. These bans spark heated debates. Should esports enforce strict professional standards, or embrace its grassroots origins where personalities thrive unchecked? The tension between discipline and freedom defines the current era. Money fuels esports, but sponsorships often ignite drama. Deals with gambling companies, energy drinks, or controversial brands spark outrage among fans who feel the industry is selling out. Teams face backlash for prioritizing profit over community values, while sponsors weigh the risks of associating with volatile personalities. The balance between funding and ethics remains fragile. Esports fans are vocal, and scandals spread rapidly across social media. Hashtags trend, memes explode, and forums dissect every detail. Some fans call for boycotts, while others revel in the drama. Streamers amplify the controversies, turning scandals into content. The community's reaction proves esports is not just competition, it's culture, entertainment, and spectacle. For esports organizations, scandals mean reputational damage. Sponsors pull out, players leave, and trust erodes. Yet some teams use controversy to rebrand, embracing the chaos as part of their identity. The industry is learning that transparency and accountability are essential for long-term survival, even if drama drives short-term clicks. Mainstream media has begun covering esports scandals, treating them like traditional sports controversies. Headlines about cheating, bans, and corruption bring esports into the spotlight, but not always positively. While exposure grows, the industry risks being defined by its scandals rather than its achievements. The narrative battle is ongoing. Despite scandals, fan loyalty remains strong. Viewership numbers continue to rise, tournaments sell out arenas, and online streams break records. Fans may criticize, but they rarely abandon the scene. This resilience shows esports has matured into a global phenomenon, capable of weathering storms and bouncing back stronger. Scandals force esports to evolve. Organizations implement stricter rules, players receive training on professionalism, and sponsors demand accountability. The industry is slowly building the infrastructure needed to sustain growth. While painful, these lessons are shaping esports into a more stable and respected form of entertainment. Esports scandals mirror issues in traditional sports. Corruption, money, and fame always attract controversy. What sets esports apart is its digital nature, where drama spreads instantly and globally. The speed of information amplifies every misstep, but also accelerates reform. Esports is learning in real time, under the gaze of millions. Esports scandals may tarnish reputations, but they also highlight the passion and intensity of the community. Competitive gaming is here to stay, evolving through both triumphs and controversies. Stay tuned as we move into Video 3, where we explore how artificial intelligence is reshaping the future of gaming itself. Artificial intelligence is transforming the gaming industry at lightning speed. From smarter NPCs to adaptive storylines, AI is no longer a background tool. It's becoming the heartbeat of modern gameplay. Today we explore how AI is reshaping gaming, the opportunities it creates, and the controversies it sparks. Gone are the days of predictable enemies. AI now powers NPCs that learn from player behavior, adapt strategies, and create dynamic challenges. This makes every encounter unique, keeping players engaged and forcing them to rethink tactics. Games like shooters and RPGs are evolving into living worlds where no two battles feel the same. AI is also revolutionizing storytelling. Developers are experimenting with narrative engines that adjust plots based on player choices. Instead of fixed endings, games can branch endlessly, offering personalized experiences. Imagine a game that remembers your decisions across multiple playthroughs, weaving them into a unique saga tailored to you. AI enables developers to generate entire worlds automatically. From landscapes to quests, algorithms create endless content without manual design. This reduces production time and expands possibilities, allowing indie studios to compete with AA giants. Players benefit from infinite replayability, exploring worlds that feel fresh every time. Cheating has plagued online gaming for decades, but AI is fighting back. Machine learning models detect suspicious behavior faster than traditional systems, identifying hacks and exploits in real time. This protects competitive integrity, ensuring fair play in esports and online communities. AI is becoming the silent guardian of gaming fairness. Beyond gameplay, AI assists developers directly. Tools generate concept art, voiceovers, and even code snippets, accelerating production cycles. Studios save time and resources, focusing on creativity while AI handles repetitive tasks. This democratizes game development, opening doors for smaller teams to produce polished titles. AI tailors experiences to individual players. Difficulty adjusts dynamically, tutorials adapt to skill levels, and in-game economies respond to player behavior. This personalization keeps gamers engaged longer, reducing frustration and increasing satisfaction. The result is a more inclusive industry where casual and hardcore players both thrive. Yet AI in gaming raises concerns. Critics worry automation could replace human creativity, leading to soulless experiences. Others fear AI-driven microtransactions manipulating players into spending more. Privacy issues also emerge as AI systems collect vast amounts of player data. The debate over ethics and control is intensifying. Looking ahead, AI could enable games that truly evolve over time. Imagine a world that grows with you, characters that remember your history, and challenges that adapt to your skills. AI may even allow games to predict trends, creating content that resonates with global culture in real time. The possibilities are limitless. AI is not just a tool, it's reshaping the business of gaming. Studios adopting AI gain competitive advantages, producing content faster and cheaper. Esports, streaming, and VR all benefit from AI integration, creating richer experiences for audiences. The industry is entering a new era where innovation is constant. Artificial intelligence is redefining what it means to play, create, and experience games. While challenges remain, the opportunities are vast. As AI continues to evolve, gaming will become more immersive, personalized, and unpredictable. Stay tuned as we move into Video 4, where we explore the explosive rise of VR gaming and its impact on the global community. Virtual reality gaming is no longer a futuristic dream. It's happening now, reshaping how millions of players interact with digital worlds. With devices like Meta Quest 3, PlayStation VR 2, and a wave of new headsets, VR is exploding into mainstream culture. In this video, we'll explore the rise of VR hardware, the immersive experiences it delivers, the communities it builds, and the challenges it faces. By the end, you'll see why VR is not just a trend, but a revolution in gaming. Early VR headsets were clunky, expensive, and limited. Players needed powerful PCs, external sensors, and patience to set them up. But today's devices are sleek, wireless, and far more affordable. Meta Quest 3 offers untethered freedom, while PlayStation VR 2 integrates seamlessly with consoles, bringing VR to living rooms worldwide. These advances mean VR is no longer reserved for enthusiasts. It's accessible to everyday gamers. Hardware innovation is the foundation of the VR explosion. VR delivers immersion that traditional gaming cannot match. Imagine standing in a haunted mansion, hearing footsteps behind you, and turning your head to see a ghostly figure. Horror games in VR are terrifyingly real. Fitness apps transform workouts into adventures, letting players box, dance, or climb mountains while burning calories. RPGs allow you to wield swords, cast spells, and explore vast landscapes with natural movement. The sense of presence, feeling like you re-inside the game, is VR's defining feature, and it keeps players coming back. VR is not just about playing games, it's about connecting with people. Platforms like VR Chat and Rec Room let users meet, chat, and play together in virtual spaces. Friends gather in digital cafes, strangers bond over shared experiences, and communities form around role-playing, concerts, and creative projects. VR is building a new kind of social life, where distance doesn't matter and imagination sets the boundaries. These communities prove VR is more than entertainment. It's a cultural shift. Competitive gaming has entered the VR space. Tournaments showcase titles like Beat Saber, where players slash blocks to music, and Echo VR, where teams compete in zero-gravity arenas. VR esports combine physical skill with digital competition, offering a unique spectacle for audiences. Watching players move in real space while competing virtually adds a new layer of excitement. Though still niche, VR esports highlight the potential of blending athleticism with gaming, creating a new frontier for competition. VR's impact extends beyond gaming. Schools use VR to teach history, immersing students in ancient civilizations. Medical students practice surgeries in realistic simulations, while engineers train with complex machinery in safe virtual environments. Companies adopt VR for employee training, reducing costs and risks. Gaming technology is driving innovation across industries, proving VR's versatility. The explosion of VR is not just entertainment. It's reshaping how we learn and work. Despite its growth, VR faces challenges. Motion sickness remains a barrier, especially in fast-paced games. Hardware costs, though lower than before, still limit accessibility for some players. Content libraries are expanding, but AA titles remain scarce compared to traditional consoles. Developers experiment with locomotion systems and cross-platform integration to overcome these hurdles. The industry knows that solving these challenges is key to sustaining momentum. VR is reshaping culture in unexpected ways. Virtual concerts attract thousands of fans. VR fitness communities inspire healthier lifestyles, and VR art galleries showcase creativity in new dimensions. Gaming is at the center of this cultural shift, but VR extends far beyond it. It's becoming a new medium for human expression, where imagination and technology merge. The cultural impact of VR proves it is not just a tool, it is a movement. Looking ahead, VR will integrate with other technologies. AI-driven NPCs will populate VR worlds, haptic suits will deliver physical feedback, and cross-platform play will bridge VR with consoles and PCs. Imagine exploring a fantasy world where every character remembers your history, or battling enemies while feeling the impact through haptic gear. As hardware improves, VR could become the dominant form of gaming, offering experiences beyond imagination. VR adoption is global. Asia leads with innovation, offering VR arcades that immerse players in shared experiences. Western markets push home adoption, while emerging regions explore affordable solutions. The worldwide embrace of VR signals a future where gaming is universally immersive, transcending borders and cultures. VR is not just a regional trend, it's a global phenomenon. The VR gaming explosion is redefining how we play, connect, and create. From immersive adventures to social communities, VR is shaping the next era of digital entertainment. Subscribe now and join us as we continue exploring the viral stories driving the future of gaming.